plane goes down, everyone's dead and on fire in a cornfield, except for you just sitting there just... Oh, I should have prayed for everybody. I made a giant mistake. I flew out here on United, because they're giving those tickets away. That guy's a hero. We need to put him on a stamp. Everyone's summer vacation's a little bit cheaper. Thanks to him. Oh my God. I flew with last time before this, I flew to Boise. I flew with a buddy of mine. I don't know if you've ever flown with someone like this. We were flying from San Diego to Boise, and before the plane took off, he crossed himself up. You know, he gave him the Father, the Son, the Ghost of Christmas Past. He hit all the corners. But we had a connection in Oakland. We had to get on another plane in Oakland, and as we're taking off, he hits it again. And I looked at him, I go, that doesn't transfer from the first one? You gotta hit it every time? Like, if I was doing it, I would do one big one in the morning. I'd be like, hey, for everything. For whatever may come up. And he goes, no, you gotta do it every time. I'm like, all right, cool, then do it. I'm like, when you're doing it, are you praying for everybody? And he goes, of course. I'm like, you better be. Because that'd be weird, wouldn't it? This plane goes down, everyone's dead and on fire in a cornfield, except for you just sitting there just... Oh, I should have prayed for everybody. I made a giant mistake. There's going to be a lot of questions when the authorities arrive. I'm still scared of turbulence when I fly. I fly all the time, but I've never gotten used to that. I'm still the guy just going, like I'm that guy. Terrified. I hate it when I sit next to someone that won't acknowledge the turbulence. I was on this one flight, I had the window seat. The guy in the middle, he was reading a book, but it was too turbulent to be reading. But he wouldn't let it go. He's just sitting there like this, just... And I'm over here terrified. And there was one of those big drops, you know, every once in a while there's a big drop, and his book went down, and he just popped it back up, and went right back to reading. And I was like, will you please acknowledge that our butts just dropped 1,000 feet? Just give me a wink and a nod, like, yes, this is terrifying. Just something. I do this, you can try this too, I've done this to cope with being afraid of the turbulence. I do this reverse psychology thing. So now when I'm in a plane and it gets choppy, in my head I go, yeah, take it down. Let's do it. Let's put it in the ground. Let's see what you got. And then when it doesn't crash, I go, that's what I thought. That way I felt like I was in charge. I kept that plane in the air. Oh, it's so friendly.